Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. So listen, I have not always had a good relationship with money. And if you've been around for a while, you probably know some of my story from about 4 years ago when I was completely broke. And if you missed that video, I'll go ahead and link to it down below. But at that point in my life, I think I had about $200 to my name. It's not something that I'm proud of. And you can judge me on my financial decisions all you want, but I promise you, you can't say anything to me that I haven't already said to myself. So with that, I'm in a completely different headspace these days, and because of my past experiences, I've gained a whole new respect, perspective, and appreciation for money. So I think about money in a whole new way, and what I want to talk to you about today is some of the ways that I have changed my relationship with money, how I think about money today, and how I'm working towards becoming completely debt-free. Now, today's video is sponsored by Carl Friedrich, and there's going to be a link down below that I want you to check out, but more on them in just a minute. Because the thing that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes from them has a direct correlation to how I started respecting my own finances. All right, and just for the record, I'm not a financial advisor and I don't have all the answers. I just want to share with you a few things that I have done that allow me to treat money differently than I have in the past. Starting with, first and foremost, is to rethink your possessions. Now, I'm not necessarily suggesting that you need to go completely minimalism and only have like one coffee cup and one set of silverware in your house, but it's extremely important, at least for me, to take some inventory and to really think about everything that you own. So for me, the first thing that I did was to stop buying a bunch of useless crap that I didn't need. And when I moved into this house 6 months ago that I'm currently renting, I got rid of and donated a ton of things that I simply didn't need. And when I moved in here, I didn't bring any furniture with me whatsoever. So I've had to purchase every single thing in this house over the last 6 months. And because I was basically starting from zero like 6 months ago, I started to give meaning and importance to every single thing that I've had to buy. And there's still a lot of things that I don't own, but I've been getting by just fine without it. So what that tells me is that the things that I don't have, I can absolutely live without. Next is understanding the differences between a want and a need is huge. I mean, look, right, we all want whatever it is, right? But what I've had to really work on was not confusing the want for the need. Like, honestly, do I really need the thing or do I just really want the thing? Because when you've got a really strong desire to get something that you want, the lines start to get a little blurry between the want and the need. And if you know what I'm talking about, let me know down in the comments. The next thing that I did, and this was something that I actually heard about in a video course a couple years ago, and that was to go out and buy a really expensive wallet. Same thing goes for women with coin purses. Now, let me explain this a little bit because I realize that that's not smart financial advice to give someone, especially if you're struggling with money. But here's how this works. And maybe some of you have already done this, or maybe you already know about how this strategy works. But if you don't currently have a good relationship with the money that you have, or give it the importance that it deserves, you won't respect it and you won't have it for very long. So this wallet that I've been carrying for the last couple of years was $165 brand new. And I would have never spent that much money on a wallet in the past because I didn't value what I put inside of it. I would just go to Target and buy just a cheap $10 wallet, right? Getting a new wallet was one of the first things that I did when I finally decided to work on fixing my money problems, and it's a complete mind shift. Because listen, to be honest, spending $165 on a wallet hurt a little bit at the time, but that's the whole point. It teaches you and reminds you that everything you put inside of this wallet, you should respect and value. Your credit cards, your debit cards, and any cash goes inside this new wallet, and every time you pull it out, you're reminded of how expensive it was and how important everything inside of it is. And this is where that direct correlation comes in with Carl Friedrich that I mentioned earlier, because that old wallet of mine that I just showed you, it's been replaced with this one. Because honestly, my old one is wearing out and I needed a new symbol of value. This is the Swanfield. It's a slim vertical wallet with this external pocket for easy access for my most used card. It's durable but also soft, and it uses a single filament thread to keep the wallet strong. And they also recently sent over the Walden Bifold. Now this is just a little bit bigger than the Swanfield, and it's made with premium Italian vachetta leather that will age beautifully over time. It's got vertical card slots, a wraparound bill pocket, and a really cool pull tab slot. I've talked about Carl Friedrich in several other videos, but if you're not familiar, Carl Friedrich is a luxury leather goods brand that produces a wide range of elegant and functional everyday accessories. They work with the finest quality materials and craftsmen to produce products that are a joy to use and that will last you a lifetime. These are handmade pieces by artisans in Italy and Portugal, and they even have personalization options available for all of their products. They also offer an unheard of 100-day trial for all of their products with a full refund option available. If you want to go check out all of these wallets and everything else that they have, I encourage you to click the special link down in the description box and use our special discount code that will get you 15% off of the entire Carl Friedrich collection. The link and the discount code are listed below. Now, something else that's changed the way that I think about finances are the decisions I make and what I allow myself time to think about. And let me say this, the decisions that you make are a direct result of where you are today. And what you think about the most is what will present itself. Now look, I don't want to get all woo-woo hippie on you or anything, but I truly believe this because I've been on both sides. If all you think about is how many problems you have and how bad you have it and how you were dealt a shitty hand and how nothing in your life ever works out, more of that will continue to present itself. And look, man, I've been there because if you're always mad or pissed off or unhappy with everything in your life, you will constantly find yourself in situations that make you unhappy and pissed off. And look, man, I know it's not the easiest thing to do, but if there's any way that you can force yourself to think about positive things or to even make the best of any situation and put yourself in the mindset of being happy, I promise you, you will attract more happiness. And look, I get it. This whole visualization and manifesting business sounds pretty crazy, but I'm telling you, the more that you start to see the glass is half full, the better things will get for you. And look, I've been there. Instead of getting irritated or annoyed by something new, you'll start to see new opportunities present themselves. And they might be small, but if you're in the right mindset that allows you to recognize opportunities as opportunities, you'll start to see doors opening up for you. And something else, look, if you've been around my channel for a little while, you know that I'm always talking about trying new things and, forcing yourself to step outside of your comfort zone, because if you're not allowing yourself to see new things and try new things, you'll never recognize new opportunities that could come along. So my buddy Scott told me that he carries a 20 euro bill with him at all times. Now, there's nowhere to spend 20 euros in the US, but that's not the point. The point is to give meaning to your possessions. The thing, no matter what it is a reminder. And you don't have to carry foreign currency in your wallet, but it could be anything. Maybe a silver dollar or a penny with your birth year on it. It could be anything because you decide to place value and meaning on whatever that thing is. And in my case, it was a wallet. And listen, man, I am not perfect, but I do the best I can. And a lot of you guys probably know that I recently sold my car and I bought an inexpensive car so that I could take all that extra money from the other car and focus on paying down my debt. And I'm currently saving a little more than $1,000 a month by not having that car. So all of that, plus anything else that's extra, is all going towards paying off my debt. But the frustrating thing is it's not a quick fix, right? It's not like changing your diet and going to the gym that in like a month or two, you'll see significant improvements in the way that your body looks. With financial strategies that you implement for yourself, it's more long-term because you don't see those instant results in just 60 or 90 days. And like I said earlier, I think about money in a whole new way because I never want to be where I was just a few years ago. I developed a financial plan for myself that works for me right now. I can change and modify the plan if I need to, but the end goal is being debt-free as soon as possible. That's what I want for myself, and I'm altering my lifestyle and my purchases to be able to make that happen. Time will tell. And listen, one more thing. If you made it this far in the video, please hit that thumbs up button to let me know. I would appreciate it. And as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.